Hello! Welcome to your weekly wrap-up. This week I read 3 books, but 2 of them were part of a series. So let's talk about those 2 books first. This book is the Poppy War series by R.F. Kuang. Now, I talk about Yellowface in my podcast last week, and I feel like R.F. Kuang's thing is unlikable characters because the main character in this book series also very unlikable. I think she's patterned after Mao, the dictator leader of China, who forms the People's Republic of China. And as we know, he's not a super likable guy. And so it's interesting to follow a character pattern after somebody in history that's not very likable. I do think that the magic system in this world is really cool with the gods and making a contract with the gods. It reminds me of Celtic lore, kind of, but obviously it's very different. I also really like seeing a world through not a white person's eyes and getting a little bit of a different perspective. A lot of books I read are from a European perspective, and this being an Eastern Asia type of perspective is unique and different. So I enjoy the story of this novel, but I don't like the main character. Yeah. So if you can read unlikable characters, then you can definitely read this book because it's very plot driven and it's very interesting. There's a lot of action and adventure. There's even a school where she trains and she learns, which we love those, right? So The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang is an interesting read. I don't think it's for everybody, but I am enjoying it and I'm excited to read the third one. The other book I read this week was The River We Remember by William Kent Kruger. Now, I liked this book a lot. I loved the main characters. I loved that they were imperfect. I think their writing is really stunning and beautiful, and it's about a part of the world I didn't know much about. The Midwest region of the world of the United States, rather, is not something I'm very familiar with. So it's interesting to read a story that takes place in the Midwest and we get to see characterization. I feel like a lot of books take place in the South or in the West or in the East, but we usually don't get a whole lot from the middle of the country. So that was cool and different. However, there is a lot of rape in this book, and that really was off-putting for me. And I also didn't love the resolution. I thought the ending of the book was great, but the resolution chapter was told by a character who was like a side character the whole time. So I really wish that it would have been from a main character. But those are really little nitpicky things. Overall, I thought the book was really well done and it had great characterization and writing. So if you like historical fiction, The River We Remember is a great read. Anyway, up this week, I'm finishing the Daevabad trilogy. I'm really excited to finish these books. Started with City of Brass, and I'm excited to see the end. I'm also going to read Babel by R.F. Kuang. Maybe it will have some likable characters. So that's what's up for this week. Hopefully I can get through both of those, and maybe we'll get to something fun and cute as well. Hope you're having a great week, and I'll see you later.